Forasteros, sean bienvenidos a este nuevo episodio de FRS Live Sessions, el podcast. Estamos con un proyecto que realmente nos gustó mucho y que tuvimos que esperar mucho tiempo para que pudiera pues, realmente suceder. Y es que es Mattchelor desde Canadá hasta Saltillo. Y la verdad es que nos ha impresionado gratamente la facilidad que tiene para grabar sus canciones, a pesar de que creo que es la primera vez que graba en un estudio realmente, pues, ¿cómo decirlo? O más bien formalmente construido. Y nos sorprendió. La verdad es que estamos muy contentos con su performance y esperemos que él también esté muy contento. So, Matt, how did you feel?
I felt great. It's the first time I've ever been able to...
Sí, es que bueno, es la pregunta obligada.
Tienes que hacerlo en español.
Sí, pero bueno. Matt, ¿cómo te sentiste? How did you feel?
I felt great. It's the first time I've ever done anything sort of formal. The only live playing I've ever done was like for an old retirement group. It wasn't even an audience, and it wasn't even like my songs. So it felt good to actually do like my own project.
Yeah, and the good thing that everything lined up perfectly for us to do this live session. We know that you recorded in your like home studio back in Canada. So it was like challenging.
Oh, and actually that's an amazing thing because you loop and you actually do the whole song by yourself.
Yep.
So that's impressive. And another thing that actually is impressive is that you have only 16 years old.
That is true. 16 young.
Yeah. But you're pretty young to do all by yourself, record yourself, having basically like a home studio. And we're glad that you have this participation with us.
I'm glad you guys could have me. I think there's not a lot of 16-year-olds that found their passion, but music and production is like the only thing I really do, especially living in the country. There's not really much to do. So I've just been working on music for the past
during the winter,
4 or 5 years.
I can
especially
imagine there's
during the winter.
Not a lot to do.
Yeah.
But actually, it amazed me that you have started 2 years old, like it just
fiddling with
playing with the keyboard or
fiddling
piano.
with my grandmother's grand piano.
Okay.
In Tiverton, and then I took up guitar when my dad pushed me to learn guitar. Actually, in Saltillo, that's where I learned guitar at a school of rock. Not sure if it's around anymore. Is it?
I think no.
It was for a while here in Saltillo, but I think it's not anymore.
Not anymore. Well, shout out the School of Rock.
But tell us a little bit about your story. Like you lived in Mexico.
Oh yeah, okay.
A while.
So I was born in Detroit, but when I was, I believe, 4 months old, I moved to Mexico.
Okay.
And December of 2010, so I spent 6 years in Mexico, and I basically didn't know any other country or language but Mexico. Like when I first moved to Canada, I thought dollars were called pesos still. So in December of 2010, we moved to Canada, and it took a while to get used to white English kids.
Okay.
And here I am forgetting Spanish, and now I'm a full Canadian.
Wow.
Forgetting all my Spanish. Yep.
It was a long time ago.
Yes, 10, 11 years ago.
But it's for me, it's really interesting. Like knowing you, like we've just yesterday. I think
for like the past 6 days.
I just met you like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But the little time we've had to like talk about your roots and your love for Mexico.
Yes.
It's sometimes when you live here in Mexico, you don't realize the good things we have here.
Yep.
Until someone that comes from another
someone
country
from abroad just tell you like, oh, you do have a cool country.
Yeah.
No, but actually you're
lucky.
the proof that NAFTA treaty used to work for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, because for what I know, your father Canadian.
Yep.
So does your parents actually Canadians?
Yeah, I think they are actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think they are.
You were born in the U.S.
Detroit. Yep.
Lived for a while in Mexico.
Yep.
And you go back and forward from.
Yeah, I get the best of both worlds. Yeah.
Yeah. That
very lucky to have this
pretty cool.
And that shows you like that's I think it shows on your maybe inspiration for your songs?
Yeah, a lot of kids I know in Canada don't have the opportunities that I had, and so I'm very lucky to be able to experience two worlds. Basically, it's completely different culture.
Very different, yeah.
Very different culture. Canada's interesting. I definitely want to move to Mexico, so take that how you will.
Gladly, we'll welcome you.
Yeah,
I understand where you come from. Like, I mean, mostly all of the bands, all of the artists I listened to when I was like growing up are from the United States.
Yeah.
But all the inspiration I think comes from here, from Mexico.
Yeah.
And I think it's really there's a lot of culture here, and
so much,
and a lot of bad things, good things, but at the end of the day, I think I can relate to your lyrics and your music, because it's like bicultural. Do you agree?
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, Mexico is just a much happier place when you think about it. Like in Canada,
we know that.
Especially because I live in Canada, like it's my full-time country, I guess. Like I do school there. It just crushes you down because you don't really have a lot of time to, like, I don't know any like music friends that like much. I have maybe 3 friends that do music in a place where I live, which is very theatrical, which is kind of insane that no one does music. But living in Canada, like it just kind of crushes you down. You never really get to focus on yourself. It's always like, what do people think of me? How am I doing in school? Like, what am I going to do in the future? It's much more stressful instead of like living for who you want to be in this current time. You look forward to the future a little bit too much, and that's not too good.
Okay, let's go backwards a little bit. So, you don't know a lot of musicians in your town?
I do not, no.
Okay, well, is that why you started like a solo project that you have to play all the instruments?
It is.
Does that guide you towards that?
So, I do contact this musician to like for drums. Like I contact my friend Owen Davey.
Okay.
But I don't. Yeah. Like, but I started music before I knew anyone.
That's for sure. No one started at 2 years old. So.
No, but like before, like when I started music production, it was like 2015, 2016. That was before I knew anyone that was into music, because whole history with my schools, they collided and the art school came here. But so I think I'm lucky that I pushed myself and only myself to make music, because it taught me a lot without having to rely on people.
Okay.
To like help me make music or help me mix or help me master. It's much easier, and it's more beneficial that I learned everything myself.
Yeah, there's an advantage to being self-taught. Like, I mean, you can find anything on the internet.
Exactly.
Right now. And it's all about your drive to if you want to do something, you do it.
Exactly.
There's no like excuses or boundaries. If you want to do something, you just go ahead and do it.
I don't normally ask a lot of people for help. Like if there's like video editing, I also like make videos sometimes. Like I would teach myself how to edit before I even think about asking someone to edit my video. That sort of stuff.
No, and actually I have seen it, because we both checked your YouTube account, and it shows that you do it yourself, but actually with higher quality that we have expected for a solo project.
Right.
Like
thank
yours.
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
so
that.
Actually it is pretty cool. And also another thing, well, we have mentioned several times that you have started when you were 2 years old.
Yep.
Just playing around with
just
music.
tapping keys. Yep.
Yeah. But when did you feel that eager or to make your music your own project?
So I would say after learning guitar, I wanted to write songs, because for some reason you just want to write songs when you learn guitar for some reason. So I wanted to write songs. So I downloaded Ableton Lite, and it was this was in like maybe 2015. And I did covers of songs like the Eagles. I did a lot of Eagles covers, and they started off absolutely terrible because I didn't know the program, because I didn't learn. And then I just slowly but surely, I'd say it was in 2015, decided, you know what, I'm gonna learn to produce.
So
because
not
I don't know
so
a lot of
long
people that
time
do.
ago, but you were 11 at the time.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Basically, you were a kid.
I was a kid, but I didn't like the kids my age that would like spend their times playing video games and like waste their time, I thought.
Okay.
So I always feel like I need to be productive.
That's cool.
Not that playing video games isn't productive, but to me it wasn't. So I just wanted to find something productive that I'd done, and I started with photography, and I didn't like it, so I did film. I did like Lego stop motions. Not a big photography guy. Cool. And then I kind of just settled with music and just focused on that ever since.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good thing about when you have that that hunger or
desire.
need to like create or do something. You first start like trying different
bunch
things,
of different
and then
things.
until you find what you like. But yeah, it's important. The important thing is to like try
a bunch of different things. Yeah,
no, it actually shows because you're so drive that by your age you have accomplished at least to play basically fully 3-4 instruments.
Yeah. I'd like to learn drums. I want to learn drums so bad.
Well, you might have a teacher here if you come back to Mexico.
For sure.
That will be cool.
Or you can learn like your home.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, like everything else you have learned.
Right. Very true. That is true.
True. And about this material that we recorded today, actually, when did you start working on the songs? Was it like a?
So I stopped making original music for maybe like about 10 months and focused on making beats, and then. I kept listening back to my old songs, and I was like, damn, this is good. So I figured, you know what, let's just make one more song. So I made the song Forgot You, which is my all-time favorite song I've ever made. And that was the latest project. That was I think I made it 5 months ago. Or maybe 5 to 3 months ago.
Okay.
And the other 2 songs, Independent, I wrote a year and a half ago, and I didn't release it until around 5 months ago. And Bad News was a little bit sooner than that. It was maybe 10 months ago, 6 months ago.
So basically,
so it's recent.
Yeah.
The whole part of your session was like basically brand new.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't release the album until last month, actually. I was sitting on a couple songs, and I decided to release them.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard, right, to let go.
Exactly.
Like, because you always want to do like guitar parts you think aren't good enough.
I was with this guy. No, if it was,
we're talking about the recording he did in Canada, not right.
No. I know, but with this guy, it's always like he's really good in what he does.
Thank you.
Well, I'm actually talking about Sam. He's really good in what he does, but he got to the point that he's so perfectionist that sometimes he doesn't have like the courage to just say like to let it go.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is completely understandable.
And actually, it's like as a curling Canadian sport analogy. For me, it's just like you let it like. That's it.
And then it lands perfectly on the dog.
You don't know where, but you have.
But it always feels good to let it go.
Yeah, you have to let it go. No, but actually, with your work, it shows that you're also a perfectionist.
Thank you. Yeah,
you have to do it by yourself in a home studio.
Right. Yeah, I do my best to make everything as perfect as possible, and. For the longest time, the music I made was nothing like I've ever heard before, because especially when you're starting to write music, you don't really know how to write music. So I made like very experimental stuff. So I think that helped me the most with my producing and mixing and mastering, because I just create this weird stuff. Basically, that's all I can say. And I just perfect that, and that taught me the most about like actual professional production.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird thing, but I
totally understand what you're saying. It's mostly like when you when you record, produce, like play, or do the whole process yourself, sometimes you feel like you're like in the box.
Yes.
And you start like tripping on things.
Very true.
Because you don't have like the outside opinion.
Yeah,
of someone.
outside reference, especially with your ears.
Yeah, it becomes like really subjective in a lot of things.
Yeah, very true.
But I think the best thing to do when you get like that cycled or like you don't know what to do or if it's good enough.
Yeah.
Just to let it
sit there.
Let it sit there like for a little while, and then come back to it.
That's exactly what I did with my latest album.
And I think that's what a lot of artists are doing right now.
Yeah.
So basically, you let it sit until you say like, okay, well, enough is enough.
Yeah.
I have to let it go.
Yeah, because it's always in the back of your head, like, I'm gonna release this eventually, even if you tell yourself you're not going to. And so it just sits there for, like I said, like 11 or 10 months, and I'm like,
and of course,
all
as
right, I'll release it.
Creative person, you have this drive to say like, I can do it better.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
There's always that insecurity or self-awareness when you make music, because you're
exactly.
so self like your criticism towards yourself. Sometimes so you're so hard on yourself that you don't think you're maybe good enough or things like that.
Yeah. Yes.
But you are sometimes, or maybe you need someone else to tell you like, man, just release it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you don't have anything to lose, but everything to gain.
Very true.
Actually, it had happened to us also, because with this project, we eventually just let go every session. We started like twice a month, and right now we're doing like once a month. So every time we just air a session,
right?
It's like even that I know it's a good product. I'm just checking my cell phone if I have any feedback, if I have any like dislikes or whatever. Like I have even tried the audio in my car.
Oh yeah,
and like the TV in my home theater.
You know what?
So I can feel like, okay, yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
The challenge or the big when you are creating content like we are, like you are, in this like time, the problem is there's so much stuff on the internet.
Yes.
That the benchmark sometimes is so high,
and that's when you start caring about numbers too much.
Or the music that they listen to is like so produced. So like
exactly.
You're competing against like super productions, like multi-million-dollar productions.
Yeah, it's just me in my home studio in Harrington.
And people are like they're really
judgmental.
Yeah. They don't judge you
they
for
don't appreciate the effort of someone like us, like we're
because they
we
notice
have no support from like a huge industry or whatever. It's just like for newcomers, and most of the people, well, I don't want to say most of the people, but some people just start complaining about the quality or whatsoever, and it's like, dude, it's just a local project.
Exactly. Yep.
We do as good as we can. And actually, I do believe it's a really good quality, like above the average.
Thank you.
But still, you should have that.
I still have a whole another ledge to jump. Especially those people are especially worse when they're teenagers and in high school. So much more judgmental. Yeah, especially if they're not into music or arts or anything.
Well, I do remember back in the time when I was a teenager, it was basically complaining about everything.
Right. Yep.
So it doesn't matter if the quality is good or not. It's just about complaint. So that makes them feel like they're above you.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
But at the end of the day, what you're doing is it's yours. It's like no one can take that away from you. You do it for yourself.
Absolutely.
And you share it because music is made to be
Maybe share.
Exactly.
Share, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Like, it's something you have to. You feel the need to share,
Let go of
to express
your baby.
No,
and that's how music like throughout history has been made.
Exactly.
It's without pretension and without to make money. It's just like, hey man, this is my music, and I share it with you. And
especially
you can judge me, you can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it's
making music is.
I like it.
And it is what it is. If you like it, good. If you don't, well,
like
there's a lot of other artists you can follow. So
exactly.
And the point of this all of this conversation is just to not to make less or more any project, just to give people the context of an artist when he does art. That's what he's striving for, just to do his best, and well, here you are. I mean, that's because of your music, right? Because we liked it, and we want to share.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys.
No, and actually, I wanted to make it like very, very clear that, perhaps the first time I heard about your music, it was because of your father.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But once I've heard it, I immediately told Sam, like, hey, we have to record this guy.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear.
And it took basically a year and a half to actually record you, because I do remember at the time, I don't know if it was March or April.
It was a while ago when I first heard about this.
And I told him, like, hey, he has to come and record with us. And it was like the start of the breakdown.
Yep.
And here we are.
The pandemic.
The
pandemic.
Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. And here we are, a year and a half after that.
Yep.
But we were so secure that we wanted to have you, that actually we made a space, even in a week that we have
in this
two
tiny window of time we had.
But we really wanted to have you.
Proud of us for being able to do that.
That's pretty cool, and that's all you. So,
wow, you guys too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, it was because of your talent.
Okay, well, yeah, I suppose. Like, I'm glad we were able to actually, because we really only had 6 days to prepare for this.
Yeah,
that's when we decided, like, we're going to do it. Now we have 6 days to do it because I leave tomorrow. So I'm proud of us for doing
tomorrow,
that.
like 5:30.
Yeah, I have to get up at 5:30 tomorrow.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You have to be back at home as soon as possible. But well, we are glad you participate with us. This will be the first, let's say, like, international or
true,
or the first artist from abroad.
That's
we
exciting.
have here.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. So that's exciting for you and also for us.
Yeah, for sure.
So
nice to branch out to different countries.
I'm grateful you came. You took the courage to actually start with not
my regular crowd.
Not your regular crowd, not your regular gear.
Not my regular language either.
Also that.
It was and
it was a lot of fun.
We did like with the drums. I hope.
Actually, you killed it on those drums.
And also,
it comes out.
Kudos to Sam. That he learned
just figured it all out on a whim, and it was
songs
awesome.
in less than 3 days because before that we had another recording and he didn't have the time to.
No, but he killed it.
Yeah. So
let's hope
kudos to Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to Sam.
I'll do my best too. No, but I think it sounded good.
It sounded good.
I hope it translates to like your music, and we'll share it and see what.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the reactions from everybody. Oops, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and I think it's gonna do very well.
We'll check it out, and I strongly believe that we will be very happy to hear the result.
The final result. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Because for what I know about Sam, for what I heard about your playing, it will be a really good project. It will be a really good product.
I have full faith.
And and we don't know. Perhaps once that you decide to come back, to Mexico, perhaps you're like a kind of a starting star or something. That would be great.
Live gig. Hopefully.
Like a newcomer or whatever. That will be so nice.
We'll see where I am in 5 years. Awesome.
Dude, you will be so freaking young, so you can change your life. You will be only like 20, 21. So
Jesus.
If you decide to come back to Mexico, that will be great.
Yeah, I do. I mean, besides coming back on vacation, like I'll be back in December. But I mean, like when I move, I do definitely plan on living down here and enjoying my life in Mexico.
That will be great.
Yeah, it will be. It's a good project. It's a great project, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon.
Absolutely.
We'll do our best to keep up with advertisement and
awesome,
and just like word of mouth. That's the best way of promoting a project and.
And actually, as you're saying that you might be back for the holidays, December.
Yep, absolutely.
It will be great if we can find the way so you can play live here in Saltillo for the first time.
That will be super out of my comfort zone, but if like I'm trying this whole new thing where I do things instead of saying no.
And I totally understand that it will be super out from your comfort zone because I met you since you were, I don't know, like 2-3 years old, something like that.
Ages ago.
And you have been like such a good guy, but an introvert.
You. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But,
actually, the first time I saw you playing the guitar, I was like, oh, that's so cool that now he's,
that he's doing something.
Expressing himself through music.
Right.
Because I know you, I know your family, and perhaps you were an introvert at the time.
Yep, absolutely. Still sort of am.
Okay, but always trying to express yourself through music, and that's great.
It is. I mean, introverts are.
You need a way to express yourself if you're an introvert.
Yeah, no, actually, this might be the introverts.
Yeah, these are the introverts.
The introverts?
The introverts. Like, he is an introvert. I had to say I'm an introvert too. So, yeah.
And here we are doing stuff with people.
Here we are. But just because of the music.
Speaking to a microphone
speaking to a microphone.
In a camera with a bunch of people.
Although I might throw up because I'm quite nervous.
No, but same here.
But still,
it's fine.
We're doing what we like and we don't care about what people think.
And that's what we appreciate from this project. Like we can share time with really meaningful people that we not just like, that we admire. So
except that guy.
Except him.
Except the photographer. Don't mind him. Don't mind about him. Just share.
The only contribution
from the photographer will be fuck you.
The double pepperoni pizza.
And his fat finger.
But we love him.
We do. He don't deserve, but we love him. We love him.
Poor guy.
This feels different. This podcast
much more like
feels like more
like a conversation with friends.
Like intimate.
It makes me feel much more like an amateur than I have to feel with some other podcasts.
I mean, you're also speaking English too.
Sorry about our English, by the way. We're
sorry about our English and our accent. Sorry.
We do what we can.
Yep. They do great.
We're just boomers trying to speak English.
Boomers.
Man, we're so glad you came. We're so glad that you participated in this
happy y'all have me.
This is the second season for FRS
Yep.
live sessions. So yeah, like I have to change it.
You only had to translate FRS. The rest was already in English.
But FRS for me is like FRS.
Yeah.
So I have to translate.
FRS.
FRS is something like that. I have to make the mix in my head. Yeah. So we're
Matt,
really glad you came. We're really glad you accept our invitation.
I am super happy to have received that invitation. Thank you.
Yeah, no. It was a pleasure actually for us.
It was a great experience.
And we hope this end up being like a great product for you.
Absolutely, it already is. Absolutely.
And also for us.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure it will be.
Yes.
Because actually...
Stop interrupting me, man.
Sorry, man. I'm nervous. Sorry.
Never mind. Go ahead.
No. That I actually took the freedom just to send like a short video to some other friends that actually are waiting me for a barbecue.
Okay.
And they all say like, oh shit, he sings really good.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, so I know in the future when this airs, it will be amazing.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna like stay there in time, in space, forever.
It'll be a historical monument.
Historic moment. You will show it to your
to my great grandkids.
To your children.
If YouTube still exists by then, I have no idea.
Well, I know I have no freaking
Hopefully,
idea.
we're gonna be millionaires.
Yeah,
like in our yachts. Like, remember when
I hope it lasts YouTube until you have like I don't know grandkids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But well, this will be it.
Awesome.
I hope you enjoy also
Thank you for having
interview.
Me.
Yeah. We didn't ask question about your childhood and whatever, but
we did.
I think we cleared your whole. I just forgot
my
the
whole.
But your whole artistic, your whole artistic.
Yes. I'm trying to think of the word too. Artistic. I'll just say experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Artistic
Okay. Well,
experience.
let's say
Influences.
your artistic experience.
Awesome.
I think we covered that.
Journey.
Your journey. Yeah. That will be a great word to say.
Awesome.
Yeah. Your artistic journey. That was really good. That a guy from Mexico showed the word also to me, but. I think we're down, and we're so grateful that you participate with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's really
so glad I got to meet all y'all.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, no, and it was a pleasure, and I'm quite sure that in the future we will see you as we met Matt when he was a newcomer, and he was starting with his.
Still have a strand of his hair from our studio.
Yeah, something like that, and that would be great
awesome.
to see you go further and further, and because you have that drive. So,
and it all started here at FRS Studios.
I hope it does. Yeah, FRS or FRS.
FRS live sessions.
In Spanish.
Empezó aquí.
Pues bueno, forasteros, muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos en esta sesión que fue un poco distinta, un poco gringa.
Sí.
Pero estamos realmente muy orgullosos y muy agradecidos por la participación de Matt, de Mattchelor. Lo pueden buscar. Another thing. Please share your social media.
Oh, okay. It's just Mattchelor on everything. So Mattchelor on YouTube.
With two T's, Mattchelor.
Yeah, Mattchelor. It's Mattchelor on YouTube, Mattchelor on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Ok. Entonces, súper bien. Es Mattchelor con 2 T's para que lo busquen en Spotify, en YouTube, en Instagram. Y
de todos modos, vamos a poner, ya saben, toda la información ahí en los comentarios.
Sí.
Entonces, pues muy agradecidos forasteros, muy agradecido Matt, muy agradecido Sam, que además le tuvo que entrar solamente con 3 días, grabarse todas las rolas en la batería, y aún así pues lo hizo súper bien, así que
súper bien.
Un aplauso, ahora sí en español. Muchas gracias, brother. Muchas gracias al productor, muchas gracias a toda la producción.
Sí.
Y pues estamos bien.
Que nada fuera la música y
Disculpen el
don't stop the music.
Sí, y disculpen nuestro inglés acá, cacabotero de McAllen.
No, fue bien.
San Antoniense.
Inglés sanatoniense, o sea, la verdad es que
De gente banal, güey.
nuestra educación no dio para tanto, pero bueno, hicimos lo que pudimos.
Inglés sin barreras.
Inglés sin barreras. Inglés sin vergüenza.
Gracias a nuestro patrocinador.
Adiós,
Inglés sin vergüenza. Gracias.